Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The 87th regular session of the 11th Sangguniang Bayan of Central Española now concluded. May I request si Brother Adistan for our prayer and national anthem.
Manalangin tayo. Panginoong Diyos, itinataas namin ang iyong pangalan. Pinapupurihan at pinasasalamatan ka namin sa lahat ng iyong mga ginawa at pagpapala. Salamat sa panibagong araw na ipinagkaloob mo sa amin. At sa oras na ito na kami ay muling natipon. Gabayan niyo po kami sa aming mga gawain. Bigyan po kami ng talino at lakas upang magampanan po namin ang aming mga tungkulin. Buksan mo po ang aming isip at puso sa mga bagong kaalaman na aming matututunan.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Langit kong bugaw ay hinagang tula, awit sa palayang minamahal. Ang isang lang watawat mo'y ay nanatiling, ang ituwid na parang niya kailan pa ay nakikinig. Lupa ng araw ng pagbalik magsinta.
Okay, Madam Secretary, please mag-call for the member of the Sangguniang Bayan.
The roll of the honorable members of the 11th Sangguniang Bayan, the Honorable Sarmain Chua, Florida, Gatongay Jr., Bernardo, Sanibon, Tinson, Galan, Ong, Galang, Reyes, 10 council members, sir.
So we have a quorum, so we proceed. Reading a consideration of the minutes of the previous session, the minutes of the 86th regular session of the 11th Sangguniang Bayan held on September 16, 2024. Madam Secretary, please send the read.
For your consideration and approval, the minutes of the 86th regular session of the 11th Sangguniang Bayan of Socronio Española held on September 16, 2024 at the session hall of the Sangguniang Bayan, Socronio Española, Panalo. This was attended by all the members of the Sangguniang Bayan. The presiding officer called the session to order at 9:33 in the morning. The secretary called the roll after the prayer and the singing of the national anthem. With the attendance of all the members of the Sangguniang Bayan, the presiding officer declared the presence of a quorum to transact official business. The minutes of the previous sessions were presented by the chair to the body for consideration and approval. In the absence of comments or corrections, the minutes of the 2 regular sessions and 1 special session were approved subsequent to the following motions. The 4th regular session held on August 19, 2024 was moved by Councilor Juhaday Harmain, duly seconded by Councilors Michael L. Jorda and Jonathan J. Hong. The 18th special session held on August 29, 2024 was motioned for approval by Councilor Juhaday Harmain, duly seconded by Councilor Michael L. Jordan. And the 85th irregular session held on September 9, 2024 was moved by Councilor Diosdado A. Tinson, duly seconded by Councilor Arnold Quintana. For the privilege and question hour, Councilor Harmain, after due recognition of the presiding officer, raised the query on what the Council would do relative to the decision of the body on the administrative case filed by Punong Barangay Gregas that, according to him, would be returned by Board Member Manika because other members had not signed yet. The presiding officer directed the query to the Secretariat if the same was already received by the office and was duly answered to be negative. Thus, he ordered that the same be discussed once returned by the Sangguniang Panlalawigan. For first reading and referral of proposed measures and communications from the Municipal Mayor, Abner Rafael Tesorio, requesting for legislative action on the following measures. First, resolution allowing the granting of cash prizes received by the municipality of San Juan Nueva Española from the Indakan contest during Barangatan 2024, amounting to 19,000 pesos among the participants of subject events. Urgent consideration was further requested. Referred to the Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriation, chaired by Councilor Joel I. Hermany. Next, resolution adopting and approving the camp coordination and camp management plan of the municipality of San Juan Nueva Española, referred to the Committee on Rules, Laws, Good Government, and Privileges, chaired by Councilor Joel I. Hermany. Next, passage of an ordinance prescribing the guidelines on the implementation of preemptive or forced evacuation in the municipality of San Juan Nueva Española as a resort when a disaster or emergency has been declared and danger of loss of lives becomes imminent. Referred to the Committee on Public Works, Transportation, Communication, and Disaster Risk Management, chaired by Councilor Arnold A. Gala. Next, passage of an ordinance for the safety of children aboard motorcycle, providing penalties for violation thereof and for other purposes, the San Juan Nueva Española Palawan. Urgent consideration was further requested, referred to the Committee on Public Works, Transportation, Communication, and Disaster Risk Management, chaired by Councilor Arnold A. Gala. Next, passage of an ordinance implementing the provision of emergency relief and protection for children before, during, and after a disaster and other emergency situation in the municipality of San Juan Nueva Española, Palawan. Urgent consideration was further requested, referred to the Committee on Public Works, Transportation, Communication, and Disaster Risk Management, chaired by Councilor Arnold A. Gala. Next, passage of an ordinance institutionalizing a municipal feeding program for undernourished children in public daycare, kindergarten, and elementary schools to combat hunger and undernutrition among children and appropriating funds therefore in the municipality of San Juan Nueva Española, Palawan. Urgent consideration was further requested, referred to the Committee on Rules, Laws, Good Government, and Privileges, chaired by Councilor Joel I. Hermany. Next, resolution authorizing the local chief executive to enter into a memorandum of agreement, MOA, with Labob National High School for work immersion of students in academic track at LGU San Juan Nueva Española. Referred to the Committee on Rules, Laws, Good Government, and Privileges, chaired by Councilor Joel I. Hermany. Next, concurrence to the appointment of Mrs. Rihuelda P. Reyes as Municipal Government Department Head 1 of Municipal Tourism Office, referred to the Committee on Ways and Means.
Okay, any comment, correction regarding this 86th regular session of the 11th Sangguniang Bayan of Nueva Española held on September 16, 2024? Wala? Okay, move on.
I vote the minutes of the 86th regular session of the 11th Sangguniang Bayan of Nueva Española held on September 16, 2024 in Session Hall of Sangguniang Bayan, Sopronio, Española, Palawan, be adopted.
This has been moved and seconded. No objection? Yan. The 86th regular session of the 11th Sangguniang Bayan held on September 16, 2024 is survived. Okay, next, privilege and question out. Wala pa ba yung imbitado natin? Naimbitahan natin si budget, si accountant at saka si treasurer sa ating privilege and question out. Kung mag-attend kaya sila o hindi. So siguro, Madam Secretary, imbitahan natin ulit sa Monday. Hanggang 3 imbitahan natin, kung hindi pa sila mag-attend, Kakaproblema na tayo.
Good morning po. Hindi kasi kami na-inform ako po personally. Tungkol saan po sa
Pagkakirahan ng ating bayan.
sa tirang ating bayan?
Kasi dito para malaman din ninyo, may tayong isang natin, job order dito ay hindi po siya nasilduan. Si Mrs. Bulawan. Kasi siya ay wala pang ITM, kaya inisyuhan siya ng chiki. So yung chiki po na yon ay hindi po hindi naman sabi na nila kung hindi po siya nasulduan. Hindi ko alam kung bakit hindi yata nakarating sa opisina ko eh. So may mga dyan, akahaka na ang ating kapirahan ay nasushort na tayo ngayon. Kung hindi magdating yung era, ay wala na tayong pera. Kaya pinatawag natin para alamin natin ano ba ang totoo dito. Kasi ito ay publiko. Gusto natin malaman na kung gano'ng katotoo ba yung mga chismis dyan na naririnig po natin. May natin mga supplier na hindi pa nababayaran dahil inantay pa yung kapirahan. So doon, kaya naimbitahan po natin si Budget, si Accountant at saka si Stress. Sana kung nandito po sila, pagkatapos nito po ay tutuloy po kami sa land bank at alamin po natin doon kung gano'ng katotoo kung ano po yung sinabi nila Tres. So yun lang naman ang ano natin sa kanila. Kasi 2023 na budget natin, ilan ba ang na-realize doon? Ibig sabihin, kung hindi na-realize lahat, ilan ba yung deficit natin? 2024, fourth quarter na po tayo ngayon. Third quarter, ilan na bang na-realize natin doon sa target po natin na budget for 2024? So doon po malalaman natin kung halimbawa hindi po ma-realize. Kasi itong ngayon 2024, inagaano naman sila ng withhold ng 10% dito sa lahat po ng opisina sa MOE. Kaya nga nag-react tayo noon, mabuti kinatigan din ninyo na hindi na po tayo papayag, nabawasan pa tayo ng 10%. Nabawasan na ngayon budget natin ng almost 2 million plus, bawasan na naman ngayon ng another million na naman. E di ano nang nangyari sa opisina, ubos na, sagad na. So mabuti po yung hindi po nyo kinatigan yung pagbabawas ng 10%. So hindi, awa na Diyos, hindi po na nila binawasan na ng 10% yung ating MOE. Kasi pag binawasan pong MOE, lahat po yan, pati inyong travel, ay mababawasan din ng 10%. So yan po ang gusto nating alamin dito sa ating tatlong inimbitahan. Ako. Okay? So, meron ba? Yes, kagawa na ang gato ngayon.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shady. Actually, I'm not familiar po talaga na kung bakit gano'n ang nangyari. But, for my own observation po, Mr. Shady, sabihin natin at sabihin natin ng totoo sa hindi, malaking kawalan po talaga yung hindi pagbayad ng Medina po sa atin. Isa po yun sa naging so naging eager na po talaga tayo na dapat maibigay ng Medina yung kanilang dapat na contribution, but sadly si po talaga na nag-accept po sila. So yung nararamdaman po natin ngayon, dati kasi accurate yung bigay nila ng sa panahon po ninyo. Accurate po, medyo may mga, kaya natanong ko nung last budget hearing, 2023, ilan ba yung binigay? Almost 30 plus. 2021, 2022, almost 30 plus. But nung naging lastly 7 million na lang, and then nawala po tayo. So, pananaw ko lang po ha, gaya ng sabi ko, I'm not belong in mining, but kinikilangan natin na may mining act na pwedeng may na. But yung iniisip po lang natin lagi po dito, yung kapakanan ng bayan po natin na sana magbigay po sila na ayon po sa kanilang pagbayad. But kahit na gano'n na nangyayari, wala pa tayo mag-ate, nag-iisip po sila. So, tigil ko lang po sa pasahin, analyze ko lang po yun, pananaw ko po yun na kung bakit tayo lang nandito ngayon dahil po sa hindi pagbayad ng nasanay po tayo dati na malaki yung binabayad. Tigil ko lang po sa pasahin.
Tingin ko dyan, yung 7 million plus na binayaran po nila, yun ang kanilang use permit, business permit. Kasi ang kanilang loading, halos kalahati lang nung isang taon. Lalo na po ngayon, 2024, parang nakatatlong barko pa lang sila. So, next year, lalong maliit lang. Maliit pa, doon sa 7 million. Hindi lang po 7 million na koleksyon natin sa kanila, yung kanilang RPT tax. Yung kanilang RPT tax po ay taon-taon po bumabayad yan sila. Bago magkatapusan ng Marso, binabayaran na po nila yung RPT tax nila. So hindi lang po 7 million ang nakuha natin sa kanila. More than 20 million din siguro. Kagawad ka lang?
Yeah, thank you po Mr. Presiding. Siguro Mr. Presiding, mas maganda talaga ang makapagpaliwanag kung nandito po yung ating inibitahan. Kasi hindi po tayo makakuha ng accurate na kasagutan kung bakit yung ating ibang mga empleyado ay hindi po nakasahod. May mga balita, kasi sinasabi balita lang, hindi po tayo nakasigurado na may mga semi-talbog na mga cheque. So first time, government tayo, bakit may mga semi-talbog? Kaya nga, Mr. President, siguro bago po natin kailangan natin yung tatlo para naman makakuha tayo ng magandang paliwanag sa kanila kung bakit gano'n, kung yung ating koleksyon, kung nakuha kayo yung target. So yun natin siguro Mr. President, kasi kung pag-uusapan natin ito ng tayo-tayo, kung natin lalabas ko tayo dito, haka-haka na natin. So sila po ang nakakalam ko ano ang tamang dahilan.
Yun lang po, Mr. President. Okay, siguro yan, malaman natin sa Monday, sa Rinawasan na, mag-atin na rin sila. Ano po sa Monday, para ipaliwanag lang sa atin. Gagawin naman, gano'n sa po.
Pwede naman po yun. Puntahan natin sa office nila kung sakaling hindi sila pupunta. Kasi, di ba, pwede naman sa
Kagawa din siguro yun ang tamang venue na tayo pupunta doon sa kanilang opisina, punta tayo kay budget, punta tayo kay accountant, punta tayo kay interest. Sino magme-minutes doon pag-uusap natin?
Yung gusto lang po natin malaman kung bakit ito gano'n. Kasi yung budget po natin, hindi naman katulad yan ng collection natin masyadong maliit. Tapos, dagdagan pa ng hindi po pangbayan, yung mga environmental fee collection natin. Nasa ibang bayan naman, nagbabayad po sila. Diba? Katulad po sa Ipilan, mayroon po silang nakokolect ng mga environmental fee. Dito wala po tayo nakokolect. Nagkataon na bumaba po ang ating mine. Nickel po sa ibang bansa, kaya hindi po sila nakapagbiyahe. So, malamang isa yun sa mga factor kasi pinakamalaking contributor po ng tax natin, supposed to be si Nickel po. Malamang yun yung isa sa mga dahilan. Kaya po ay mga tax payer natin dito, maliit na namin magbayad. Na ipon, kukulang pa rin ito para sa dati po. Saka Mr. Presiding, may ginamit kayo kami ng tungkol sa land bank. Ano naman po ang tungkol doon sa Presiding? Para may technique ko rin dito.
Para malaman natin doon na bakit nangyari na ito, kung ano man ang nangyari na. Kasi ever since, hindi nauubusan yung pera natin sa land bank. May reserve lagi yan. In case na hindi ma-meet, mayroon pong reserve na sumasalo. May cash backup ba? Okay?
So, Mr. Presiding, kagaya po na nabanggit, ang tama po talaga ang proseso ay ipatawag po natin yung naimbetahan po natin dito sa Permanent Question Hour para hindi po tayo umaba, Mr. Presiding. Para malaman po natin talaga yung eksaktong dahilan. Yung baka naman tayo din po nagkamali, kaya ipapatawag po natin talaga, Mr. Presiding. Yun po ang right process po talaga natin. Salamat po.
Okay, thank you. Meron pang iba? Wala na? Kung wala, lilipat na tayo. Okay, so kung wala na, next. First reading ang referendum.
Objection, Mr. President. Mayroon pa akong gustong malaman sa ating lahat, Mr. President. Yung tungkol po dun sa gusto kong ma-update tungkol dun sa reklamo natin dun sa DILG. Kung bakit po tayo nagreklamo doon at lahat naman napirmahan na natin dito yung ating pong resolusyon tungkol dun sa pagbili ng lupa. Di umano ay nagtanong pa po tayo doon. Kahit tapos na napag-usapan na po natin dito. Ano po ba tungkol doon sa presiding? Gusto mo sana namin ma-update dito.
Sa DLG, sino nagtanong doon?
Kayo po sa presiding at saka
Hindi ako nagtanong sa DLG.
baka nakalimutan mo lang sa presiding. Hindi ko lang nadala yung papel pero parang mayroong tanong po kayo.
Baka saan ba? Hindi sa DLG.
DILG po sa provincial. Madam Secretary, baka may maalala kayo dun sa tanong. Kasi gusto rin namin ma-inform. Ano yung ito?
Anong reklamo sa DLG? Ha? Tungkol sa? Yung dalawang session sa isang araw. Tama yun. Kung yung session, dalawang session tayo sa isang araw. Special at saka regular session.
Dito kasi sa Rule 7 natin yung session. Malinaw dito sa Section 6, no to session with the regular or special will be held in a single day. Malinaw naman nag-adjourn yung special session nung Monday. Tapos nag-regular session tayo nung saan ba doon yung masusunod na malinaw sa ating internal rules. Section 6, no session, no to session with the regular or special in a single day. Ano po ang sagot ng DILG doon? Ako wala akong alam kung ano sagot ng DILG kasi gusto.
Kasi supposed to be, Mr. Presiding, tayo ang pinaka-master dito eh. Tayo ang nasa presiding, as presiding officer, tayo dapat na nakakalam ng rules. Dapat doon pa lang, alam naman nating double, ano na po pala yun, dapat hindi na natin pinayagan na mag-session tayo in a single day na dalawa. Nagtaon na dalawa po, paano po yun?
Kasi ang nangyari doon,
Tapos magtatanong tayo sa DILG, Mr. Presiding.
ang nangyari doon, nakapagtataka, bakit yung naka-agenda sa special session, napunta na doon sa regular session? Kaya nag-request kayo na adjourn muna ninyo. So sino ako na hindi ko katigan kayo na i-adjourn yun?
Mr. Presiding, ganito kasi yun ang paliwanag dyan. Special session, walang special session na magre-recess ng basta kailangan in a second day, a day to day, i-adjourn yung special session. Hindi mo siya pwedeng i-recess. Ang pagkaalam ko nag-recess yan, parang congress lang nung may recess sila na mahaba, may break ba tawag doon? Parang yun ang pagkaalam ko eh, dito sa atin, yung special session, yung day rin na yun, i-adjourn mo siya pag walang quorum. Hindi mo siya pwedeng i-recess ng ganun katagal. Kaya inabutan na tayo nag-session tayo ng Monday kasi regular session malinaw dito sa ating internal rules. Every Monday, 9:30 in the morning, that is regular session of the Sangguniang Bayan natin. Wala nang special session. Yung special session, nire-request lang yan and a single day lang. I-adjourn talaga dapat yun. Hindi magre-resist na ng ilang araw, abutan pa ng pagkaalam ko, Huwebes, inabutan pa ng Monday, Sabado, Linggo, naka-resist pa ng ganun. Walang ganun yung special session. Mr. Kaya siguro nag-query tayo sa DILG kung ano ba talaga yung masusunod, yung regular o yung special session. Kasi malinaw sa session, dito sa internal rules natin, no to session in a single day.
Mr. Presiding, para saan pa tayo magtanong? Tapos na po. Napag-pasyahan na natin, napirmahan na natin lahat. Bago pa po tayo magtanong. Dapat, yung katulad po ng ginawa namin, na nagtatanong po kami sa DILG, Mr. Presiding, na pwede naman pong i-recess hanggang dumating po yung mga kagawad. Actually, kung mababasa natin doon sa ating rules, Mr. Presiding, pwede po nga po tayong i-request ng mga pulis natin na papuntahin po dito para magsesyon.
So bakit hindi nyo ginawa yun para nag-quorum kayo?
Kaya Mr. Presiding, wala naman po kaming hindi naka-travel naman po at hindi naman po na tayo makakulong dahil hindi ko rin po alam, baka ayaw din po talaga. Nirespeto na lang din po namin, Mr. Presiding, at doon pa lang po dapat, no? Doon sa pagpatawag po natin, dapat alam na natin dalawa kaya, o kaya ganon. Diba? Pero nabasa ko na po, no? Na okay naman po at regular naman. Presumption of regularity ang sinasabi ng DILG doon sa pinabasa kanina sa akin ni SK. So, next time po, sana inform na lang din po kami. No? So, yun lang po Mr. Presiding.
Yun sa DLG, no? So, abangan natin yung desisyon ng Sangguniang Panlalawigan. Doon po sana yung 2 session sa single day.
Kaya nga po Mr. Presiding, sana mo sa susunod, bilang presiding officer naman po. Sana alam niyo. Kasi parang mukhang pumayag tayo, pagkatapos nagtatanong tayo.
Sino ako hindi ako magpayag?
Yun naman Mr. Presiding.
Idaan ko pa sa butuhan? Di lalong nagkakahiyaan pa tayo? Ha? Kahit anong gawin ko? Pagdating sa butuhan, lamang na kayo. Ano pang gawin ko? Bakit pa ako magtutulo sa inyong kagustuhan?
Hindi, doon po sa pag-session po natin.
Tama yun. Ikaw nag-request ka na special muna kayo bago tayo mag-regular. Sino ako na hadlangan ko na hindi? Regular session natin ngayon. Diba? Alam niyo yan na dumoble na yung session natin sa isang araw?
Pero alam nyo rin po, Mr. Presiding. Alam nyo rin po na dumoble ang session natin sa isang araw.
Ako, Pinaubaya ko na yan sa inyo.
Ayun na nga po eh. Kayo po, presiding officer, Mr. Presiding. Pasensya na po ha.
Mr. Presiding, kaya nga po nagkaroon ng hearing. Diba? Kung legal ba o hindi yung session, magkaroon ng session ng dalawang araw. So sa akin siguro, Mr. Presiding, may reply na po yung DILG. Siguro, tingnan natin si alin mo ba yung tama correct. Pero hindi sinasabi, ano yan eh, pagdidiscusshan natin kung alin ba talaga tama. Nakalagay naman doon yata na pwedeng i-apila doon sa court. Ito ba? Yun, siguro, doon na lang po tayo, Mr. Presiding. Kasi kagaya ko rin po, pag hindi ako kumbinsido doon sa proseso, hindi ako pwede magtanong sa body, magkipag-discussan, outnumber po tayo eh. So, siyempre, doon sa proper agency tayo magtatanong, mag-query po tayo. So, yun din. So, lumabas na po yung opinion ng DILG na halos sila ay hindi sigurado sa kasagutan nila.
Pero sinight din nila doon na ano yung labag yun.
Opo. So, court kasi
hindi yung session na yun.
may problema doon sa kapila, pwede i-contest po yun sa court.
Hindi lang nila pinupukan na mali. Pero sinulat po na irregularity. Pero ito nga,
thank you very much, Mr. Presiding. I-out ko yung topic po doon sa nilatin niyo po doon sa DILG. Yung aking aim po dito, Mr. Presiding, na ipapasok po natin is yung legalidad. Tama po kayo, out of number po kayo sa pagdating sa pinari ng mga kabutuhan, out of number po kayo. Pero tandaan po natin lagi yung legality kung anong nakalagay sa batas po natin. If ever na ayaw nyo ng pinapasok na issue namin po sa kabila, dahil ito po ay nanalo, ito po ay inyo po kakatigan. Out po yun sa sinabi ko, out po yun sa hindi na reklamo nyo. Yung atin pong yung sinasabi dito, kasi ako kahit pa paano Mr. Presiding, hindi po talaga mawala sa isip ko yung sinabi sa akin ng last seminar po namin doon, na hindi natin pwedeng walain yung legalidad pagdating dito sa butuhan natin. So, kilalanin po yan kahit na po kayo. If ever na na-aprubahan po ng body na kung ano man po yung mga pinasok po na ordinances or resolution, pag na-approve po ng body at nanalo po yung ordinance na yan, ang solusyon na yan, kayo po mismo hindi po niya pwedeng i-approve na hindi po kayo magpirma. Yun po ang legalidad na sinasabi. Yun po yung sinasabi ko po, Mr. Presiding, na tama po yun, out of number po kayo. It's a part ng legality. Kasi tayo po magiging legal po tayo dito pagdating sa butuhan kung sino po yung nanalo. Gaya na sinabi ko, di ba, nakaraan, yung mga pinasok ko nakaraan, kahit hindi naman pumasok, okay lang yan. Kasi tanggap po natin, ganun po yun eh. Legalidad po yung sinasabi natin dito. Yung legality po ng isang, at alam po natin lahat yan. Alam po natin lahat yan. Although na sinasabi natin hindi naman natin pwedeng ipasok kasi panalo na kayo, hindi po yun, Mr. Presiding. Ako, magsasabi na ako, Mr. Presiding, ayon sa kaalaman ko. At ayon po sa napagsiminaran po natin, na alam po natin yung batas na yan, Mr. Presiding. So yun lang, Mr. Presiding. Ulit-ulit po kasi natin narinig na out of number kami, hindi po natin pwedeng i-accept ang lahat ng usapin dito dahil out of number po kayo. Galangin po natin yung legality na pagiging legislator po natin. Saan po ang legal, doon po tayo pupunta. So kung mayroon pong may mga pagkakamali po kami, aminin natin, nobody's perfect dito sa room na to. Kung may mga pagkakamali po kami, ako Mr. Presiding, pag may pagkakamali ako, sasabihin ko talaga, sorry talaga, mali na yung pinasok ko. Pero this moment, sa mga sa ating pinag-uusapan, yung legalidad po, ipiporso po natin dito. Wala po tayong sasabihin na iba kundi illegality. Thank you very much, Mr. Presiding. Inulit ko lang po ito yung sinabi ko mga nakarato. Thank you very much.
Wala namang resolusyon na hindi ko pinipirmahan. Meron ba akong binituhan dyan na resolusyon na hindi ako nag-attest? Wala eh. Pinirmahan lahat yan. Basta na-aprobahan na dito sa council. Okay?
Mr. Presiding, last na lang.
Hanggang saan po ba kayo magre-reklamo? Para alam din namin kasi we are body, we are council eh. Diba? Sa provincial, ano po, saan po? Sa Capitol. Sa Sangguniang Bandalugan. Sa Nasyonal, gano'n po. Para dito pa lang sana, mapag-usapan natin.
Nasa council na rin ito na kung saan
Parang
tulog yung problema.
Mr. President, pasensya na po ha. Parang lumalabas kasi na, parang naibahan ako dun sa, dito pa lang sana maayos na eh. Pag-usapan na, ito ba ay parang tinahan pa natin. Pinaabot pa natin kung saan. Ha? Samantalang napakasimple lang sana. Kung hindi pala pwedeng dalawa, hindi Martes. Diba? Pumayag tayo lahat.
Bakit hindi nyo naisip yan kung gano'n?
Hindi po. Ang punto ko po, kayo po ang nag-aawag ng gabel. Kayo po ang presiding officer. Kayo po ang head.
Hindi ko nga naisip na isang ulo lang ito. Kayo marami kayong ulo dyan.
Hindi po.
Maisip na mali na pala yung dalawang session sa isang araw.
Hindi po. Pakibasa po.
Mr. Presiding, so observe proper decorum, Mr. Presiding. Observe proper decorum. Thank you po.
Mr. Presiding, yun nga po, ako po ay nakikiusap lang. Wala pong decorum naman doon. Kasi tayo po nakaka-council dito. Kung meron pong nakaka-ano rito, ba't hindi na lang natin pag-usapan dito, Mr. Presiding? Iparating pa natin doon. Kasi lumalabas na
Sandali lang kagod, no? Sandali lang kagod, no? Hindi na natin pag-usapan dito sa session ito. Abutin pa tayo ng tanghali dito. Wala pa man tayong handang lunch. Usapan natin ang upuan natin kung gusto nyo. Sige, upuan natin kung gusto nyo, no? Hindi dito sa session ngayon. Okay? Meron pa? So, meron, we have a recess for 15 minutes. Okay, so we resume. First reading and communication. First reading and referral of proposed measures in communication number 1.
Communications from the Municipal Mayor Abdul Rafael Tesorio requesting for legislative action on the following measures. First, Local Health Board Resolution number 2024-007 endorsing to the Sangguniang Bayan the proposed 2025 annual budget of municipal health for funding and for appropriate review.
Annual budget. Committee on Finance.
To Committee on Finance.
Letter B.
Adoption of the 3-level Comprehensive Juvenile Intervention Plan, CLJIP, in the Municipality of San Juan Español.
Dito sa Committee on Environment. Nagkatong guys, pwede ka dito. Committee on Environment. Number 2.
To Environment. To Committee on Environment. Communication from the Municipal Engineer Isagani P. Viray forwarding one original copy of Deed of Donation and extrajudicial settlement of state executed by the heirs of the late Dean Randapan Jawadil in favor of the municipal government of Sopronio Española, specifically for the sole purpose of construction of basketball court and access road from existing barangay road leading to the proposed basketball court located in Sitio Inandinan, Barangay Pulutsanar, Sopronio Española, Palawan for acceptance through the Sangguniang Bayan Resolution or Ordinance whichever is applicable.
Special report to Committee on Rules.
To Committee on Rules.
Number 4.
Communication from Ms. Lilibeth V. Lapangan, Barangay Secretary of Barangay Punang, forwarding supplementary resolution number 54-2024 and appropriation ordinance number 1, calendar year 2024.
Special report to Committee on Finance and Appropriation.
To Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriation.
Number 4.
Communication from Alman Lloyd, Mr. Alman Lloyd L. Galan, requesting certificate of affirmation and previously issued resolution number 2021-47 in support of the mandatory requirement for the issuance of Sangguniang Panlalawigan resolution relative to his application for commercial sand and gravel permit.
Excuse po. Andrian. Hindi Alman. Andrian.
Adrian.
Andrian.
Adrian.
Special report to Committee on Environment.
To Committee on Environment.
Number 5.
Communication from Mr. Sonny Q. Lee, owner of Reed Phoenix Capital, requesting for endorsement to hold the 2-Cup Derby on October 12, 2024 and 3-Cup Derby on October 26, 2024 to be held at Reed Phoenix Capital at Sitio Tagbabalat, Barangay Pulud Shores, Sopronio Española, Palawan.
Special report to Committee on Ways and Means.
To Committee on Ways and Means.
Number 6.
Proposed amendment for the inclusion of prohibition on the capture and consumption of spawning and gravid female lobsters within the municipality of Sopronio, introduced by Councilor Germany.
Special report to Committee on Environment.
To Committee on Environment.
Secretaries, Committee Report. Number 1. Committee Report number 2024-42 of the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriation.
Committee Report number 2024-42, submitted by Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriation, subject review and approval of annual budget fiscal year 2024 of Barangay Pulot Center, Sopronio Española. For the presiding officer, the committee, to which is above cited measure, was referred to had already considered the same and would like to present its recommendation with the following justification to it. Number 1, that the municipal budget officer forwarded his review of the annual budget cited above, and the same reflects recommendations to approve, provide conditions, and review letters are observed or adhered to. Number 2, that the projected income of subject barangay is reflected hereunder along with the sources. Letter A, Barangay Pulot Center has total income allocation amounting to 8,952,053 from NPA 8,473,709. Share from realty property tax 260,354.54. Fees and charges 200,000. Subsidy from LGU 10,000. And number 3, that the budget identified by the barangay is to be expended on the following. Letter E, Barangay Pulot Center annual appropriation of 8,952,053.54 as allocated to PS 4 million, MOAA 1,291,742.54. Number 1, traveling expenses is 200,000. Number 2, training expenses 100,000. Number 3, supplies and materials expenses 125,700. Number 4, electricity bill 50,000. Number 5, water expense 50,000. Number 6, communication expenses 100,400 pesos. Number 7, municipal foundation 25,000. Number 8, barangay foundation 150,000. Number 9, donation 280,000. Number 10, medical o barangay official 55,000. Number 11, other MOE 155,642. Special purpose appropriation is 3,659,411. Number 1, appropriation for ISKI 895,205. Number 2, appropriation for 20% development fund 1,694,742. Number 3, barangay disaster risk reduction and management fund 447,603. Number 4, other authorized fees 621,861. Number 4, that the 20% development fund of subject barangay had been distributed as reflected here under A. Barangay Plot Center 1,694,742. Number 1, project to Purok 50,000. Number 2, daycare repair and maintenance 105,000. Number 3, council directory 60,000. Number 4, medical equipment BP apparatus 54,000. Alliance stick 16,000. Weighing scale 3,000. Number 5, medical bills 50,000. Number 6, project to DepEd primary 10,000, secondary 10,000, Tagbabalag primary 5,000, Kabuhara directory 70,000. Number 7, economic agriculture, farmers association 10,000, AS3 animals ordinance 5,000, provincial government 5,000, Hapag 30,000. And number 8, road maintenance, fuel and lubricants 300,000, sand and gravel 300,000, multi-cab maintenance 50,000, labor 100,000, others 61,742. And number 9, environmental MRF at 200,000, grass cutter 50,000, trash can 50,000, others 100,000. Number 5, the object of expenditure budget where the PPAs identify and AIP subject barangay. Finding recommendation, permissions considered, committee finds the annual budget reviewed is compliant the all budgetary policies and guidelines and reflective and sound judicious fiscal management. However, it was noted the appropriation was only forwarded and sworn in on August 27, 2024, which was not an adherence to Section 333 of the Local Government Code, which directs within the 10 days from the approval, the same shall finance forwarded to the SB through Municipal Budget Officer. Therefore, the committee recommends for its approval and declaration of the approved is entirety for the Barangay Council of the Municipal Budget Officer must be reminded of following provision of the Law Government Submission of Barangay Budget. Resolution shall be calendared for second reading of the regular session. Prepared, Committee Chairman Johan Armain, third, yours truly, Nina Saibol and Michael Jordan, member.
Any comment, correction regarding this committee report number 2024-42? Please kagawad nyo lang, your comments.
Clarification lang po, Mr. Presiding. Napansin ko po dito item number 4 sa 20% development fund. Actually, matagal na itong pundo ng Kulog Center. Dito po sa 20% development fund, may nakalagay po kasi ditong medicine bills na 50,000. Ano po ba po nito sa 20%? Pangalawa po dito, Mr. Presiding, number 5 yun 4 at saka itong number 6, yung project to DepEd. Nakalagay kasi dito, primary, secondary, Tagbabalag primary, Tabualat directory. Ito po ba 8, yung 10,000 project ba ito o 8 to 8 siya 8? Kasi nakalagay din lang naman project to DepEd 8 to
Ito school po ito, pag alam mo.
School nga, So, 8 lang siya bigay. So kasi kung project siya, identify natin kung ano mga proyekto. Saka yung medicine pills, yung una kong katanungan kayo, allowed po pa kunin sa 20%. Kung allowed siya, okay lang naman. Pero kung hindi, kasi 20% more on project katatay. Thank you po, Mr. Presiding.
Mr. Presiding, as former kapitan ng Barangay Panitian, lahat po ng health benefit po na pwede sa mga barangay ay pwede pang ipasok po sa 20%. Mga gamot po at saka mga ganitong kwan po, pwede po siya ipasok sa 20%.
Karugdog ko lang dito, no? Yung 20% parang puro project yan eh. Pagdating sa mga yan, parang hindi ina-allowed sa 20%, pero nasa sa inyo yan.
Gaya po ng sinabi ko, Mr. Presiding, nung ako'y barangay captain po, yung mga gamot po ay nabibilihan po natin yung barangay Panitian sa 20% po natin pinacharge. At pinayagan naman po ng accountant po natin at saka ng budget po natin.
So, kagagalan, okay na sa'yo yung paliwanag?
Okay naman po kung yun po ang paliwanag ng proponent. Yun lang naman, medyo confused na ako ng konti. Pero kung wala naman po doon na okay ba?
Kasi dito sa 20% ng LGU, talagang totally project.
Ang ginawa lang po namin, Mr. Presiding, hindi ko makalimutan kasi siyempre fresh pa naman. Ang ginawa po natin, ito po health center, tapos naka-specify po EB, tapos kasama po yung gamot. Renovation, mga ganoon, yung mga ad ng mga panang center, mga renovation, and then naka-specify po po ba na meron po tayong gamot na bibilhin na amount ng ganito. Kasama po yun siya sa 20%.
Project sa DepEd, walang
Meron po, Mr. President.
Magkano?
Ang lang po ako, tama po yung sabi ni Espinokel. 8 po ito, 8 po dapat na nakalagay po. 8 to school.
Magkano
10,000, primary, secondary 10,000. Nagbabalat. Next, sa kabila po. Tabuara Directory.
70,000, worth 70,000.
Na-proponent, patulong ako kasi hindi ko talaga ito ano yung Tabuara Directory. Pero po ito yung mga sa school, mga ed po ito. Ang alam ko, ed po ito. Actually, mababa po yung ed na ito dito sa Panitian po. Medyo malalaki po yung ed na binibigay natin.
But when it to DepEd?
Ed to school po.
School.
Opo. Ed to school.
So,
Yung Tabuara Directory, tinatanong po nila. Tabuara. Number 6, sa kabila, second page, primary school, secondary, and nagbabalat. Saka dapat ito naka-specify po talaga lahat pabago sa atin dito. Naka-specify kung anong mga school dapat.
primary, secondary, ano bang mga school
Ilang
ito?
school dapat kasi nakababa na lahat.
Mr. Presiding, total sa committee report pa lang naman, kaya nga naitanong ko lang, siguro pagdating doon sa final draft.
Final draft, dapat
comment for
specify na siya.
for next regular session, siguro doon na ayusin.
Kung magkano bawat,
Opo.
ano ba, primary magkano, o anong school yun?
Oo.
Secondary, anong school yun?
Opo.
Naka-specify po lahat ng school dapat.
Oo.
Okay?
Kaya nga, pati nga yung parang capital outlay kasi yung iba nandito eh. Capital outlay po siya, Mr. Presiding. Kaya nga dapat ma-specify siya doon sa sa final draft na. Thank you po, Mr. Presiding.
Okay, so meron ba? Just kagawin, Chua?
Yung napansin ko yung ating senior citizen ba, di ba 1% yan sa budget? Bakit parang wala dito? Pati yung PW natin.
Pinupunduan niyo ba ng barangay yan?
Mandated po yan. Yan po yung isa sa mga napan ko. Tama kagawad, salamat kagawad. Mandated po yan yung LCPCN na 1% lang. Saka 1% ng senior citizen.
PW.
Sagad, meron din.
Yan na po yung sagad.
Doon na yun, yung buo na yung kung
Opo.
ay items na nila. Kung
Itemize
ano
na
yung
po.
napalong sagad na yun. Kasi sa mga kabataan, meron din yan.
LCPC.
Oh, SCPC. Okay, so yun lang kagawad, no? Dapat sa final draft, isa-isa na.
Apo, i-cut po natin. Ang paki-note ma'am ha, yung sa school ma'am dapat naka-specify po lahat ng school. Kasi nakalagay po dito primary and secondary lang. Dapat po yung naka-specify kasi kaya dito tagpabulat primary school 8,000 ay mababa yung elementary sa kanila. Specify po yung lahat ng school na ito i-cut po natin. File po natin kagawad Juhat yung Kabuara Directory. Baka ako nito, hindi ito yung ganito?
Ito po side?
Baka sa inyo. School din siguro ito, laki. 70,000 eh.
Signage? Verify mo na lang kagawad para ma-finalize. Ipasa ka agad kay ma'am.
Sige po, sa second reading naman. Ito namang pag-committee natin, gano'n naman talaga yun. Kung may mapansin po kayo na hindi...
Naka-ating ganito, Tabuara Directory. Nakalagay po dito sa...
natin pwedeng baguhin ito dahil ito yung pinasa nila. Balik natin ito dun sa kanila.
Saka yung LCPC po. Saka yung 1%.
Disaster na may mga yan, diba?
It's mandatory.
Saka, ma'am, yung 20% walang others yan. Kasi dinideclare nga lahat yung kabuuan amount eh. Walang others, walang nakatago yan.
Other authorized SPAs.
Dapat yun mini-mention kung anong project siya. Hindi others, walang others yung 20% natin.
Yung sa ano ma'am, yung sa number 3, barangay disaster, 5% po ito. Barangay disaster is reduction. Wala nakalagay na ano, percent. I-verify natin kung anong percent ng guidance yan. Kasi dapat lahat ng percent naka dyan para matakil po sa pamaba lahat ng pagkwenta po lahat, nasama po lahat. Pagkalam ko 5% po.
Meron po this ay i-verify ko yung DRR.
Opo.
DRR.
Pagkalam ko 5% po. Sa upaan po yung LCPC saka yung sa senior citizen.
Okay, so wala na. Kaya mo.
Given Sir Presiding, Committee Report number 2024-42, Committee on Finance and Budget Obligation. I move that review the approval of the annual budget for fiscal year 2024 of Barangay Pulog Center, Republic Española be adopted.
Okay, kasunod, Committee Report number 2024-42, Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriation is approved for adoption.
Thank you.
Next. Committee Report number 2024-63 of the Committee on Ways and Means.
Good morning po. Committee Report number 2024-63 submitted by Committee on Ways and Means and Games and Amusement subject consideration of the request to hold two-day Pentakasi Hack Fight on October 2 to 3, 2024 conducted by the Barangay Council of Panitian. For the presiding officer, the committee entrusted of considering the above cited measure had already done. The same those would like to report its consideration with the premises stated here under. Number 1, that St. Francis Assisi Catholic Chapel at Barangay Panitian will be celebrating its 10th Patron Festival on October 4, 2024, and among the activities to be held is Pentakasi, which will also serve the source of funds for celebrations. Number 2, that responsive to the guidelines set for the conduct of cockfights reflected in the Municipal Ordinance number 2020-195, the Council conveyed the request for endorsement to the Sangguniang Bayan through Resolution number 21, series of 2024 approved on September 6, 2024 during its regular session. Number 3, that the proceeds from the event shall be used to generate funds to provide financial support for the barangays, other programs and projects. Number 4, that barangay are entitled of holding two cockfighting events in a year, Ordinance number 2020-195, and this is already the third event requested by the Barangay Panitian today. Findings and recommendation. Foregoing considered, the committee thinks that the approval of the request would not be an accordance with the local ordinance regulating cockfighting, ordinance number 2020-195, which only permits barangay to have 2 cockfighting events during barangay fiesta and barangay foundation celebration. Wherefore, disapproval of the request is recommended by the committee to be communicated by the Secretariat upon adoption of this committee report, prepared by yours truly, Chairman Committee on Ways and Means, and Games and Amusements, concurred Honorable Jonathan J. Ong, Co-Chairman, Honorable Fred A. Gatungay Jr., and Honorable Juan I. Hermine, members.
Any comment regarding this committee report number 2024-63? Committee on Ways and Means? Wala? Okay, can you move?
I move committee report number 2024-63, subject consideration of the request to hold 2-day Pentacasi Cockfight on October 2-3, 2024, communicated with the Barangay Council of Palitan be disapproved. I approve.
Approve itong committee report. Okay, that's it, Bob. Committee report number 2024-63 is approved for adoption. Calendar business, letter A, unfinished business from previous administration and from previous session, both plan, business for the day, second reading, number 1. Draft ordinance number 2024-300, transferring the 2 plantilla position from the office of the municipal mayor to the municipal environment and natural resources office member. May draft na ito?
Draft ordinance number 2024-300, transferring the 2 plantilla positions from the office of the municipal mayor to the municipal environment and natural resources office, MINRO, sponsored by yours truly. Whereas AMS1 and AMS2 were previously created under the office of the municipal mayor in the absence of MINRO. Whereas Municipal Ordinance number 158 created the Office of the Municipal Environment and Natural Resources, or MINRO, in 2019, which necessitated the transfer of plantilla positions. Now therefore, upon motion of yours truly, duly seconded by Councilor Blanc, be it enacted as it is hereby enacted by the Sangguniang Bayan of Soprono Española, Section 1, transfer of positions. The 2 positions under Municipal Mayor's Office, Environmental Management Specialist 1, AMS1, Salary Grade 11, and Environmental Management Specialist 2, AMS2, Salary Grade 15, are hereby transferred to the Municipal Environment and Natural Resources Office. Section 2, Salary Appropriation. The allocation of the salaries and other benefits previously charged in Mayor's Office shall now be included in the new office assignment under the General Fund to be effected upon approval of this ordinance. Section 3, effectivity. The ordinance shall be take effect upon its approval and compliance to the requisites of the Local Government Code of 1991.
Okay, any comment, correction regarding this draft ordinance number 2024-300? Wala? Okay, can you move?
I move ordinance number 2024-300, transferring the 2 plantilla positions from the office of the municipal mayor to the Municipal Environment and Natural Resources Office, MINRO, be adopted.
Kita si Bob by seconded. Objection? Kaya na? Ordinance number 2024-300 is approved for adoption. Number 2. Draft ordinance number 2024-301.
Draft ordinance number 2024-301, creating the position of the Project Development Officer 1, Salary Grade 11, under the Office of the Municipal Economic Enterprise and Development Office, MIDO, Water System Management Unit. Sponsored by yours truly, be it enacted by the Sangguniang Bayan of Soprono Española, Palawan, that Section 1, creation, the position of Project Development Officer 1, Salary Grade 11, is hereby created in the Office of the Municipal Economic Enterprise and Development Office, MIDO, Water System Management Unit, Soprono Española, Palawan. Section 2, duties and responsibilities of Project Development Officer 1, Salary Grade 11, the created position shall have the following responsibilities. Letter A, facilitation of the monitoring of projects, programs, process, and of coordination with other stakeholders. Letter B, provision of technical support to ensure smooth attainment of projects, programs, goals, and objectives. Letter C, provision and presentation of data, reports on project developments. Letter D, assistance in planning, strategy, and formulation of development plans of the office and LGU. Letter E, preparation of project proposals, feasibility studies. Letter F, performance of other functions that may be assigned from time to time. Section 4, funding, allocation required for remuneration and other benefits of the position shall be taken from the lump sum appropriation under the MIDO for budget year 2024, authorized through appropriation ordinance number 2023-08. Section 5, effectivity. This ordinance shall be taken effect upon its approval and compliance with the requisites provided in the local government code.
Okay, any comment, correction regarding this draft ordinance number 2024-301? Wala? Okay, can you move?
I move draft ordinance number 2024-301, creating the position of Project Development Officer 1, Salary Grade 11, under the Office of the Municipal Economic Enterprise and Development Office, MIDO Water System Management Unit, be adopted.
It has been moved and seconded. No objection? Hearing none. Ordinance number 2024-301 is approved for adoption. Number 3. Draft resolution number 2024-274.
Yes, Kagawad na lang.
Thank you very much for presiding. Draft resolution number 2024-274, manifesting earnest support to the request of the Sangguniang Bayan of Rizal for the establishment of the cardiovascular and respiratory care specialty center in the province wherefore care specialty consideration the approval from the Department of the Health through the Honorable Dennis and Socrates, Provincial Governor, and the Honorable Members of Sangguniang Panlalawigan. Sponsored by your study, whereas it's provided in the 1987 Philippine Constitution that the state shall protect and promote the right of health of people and instill health consciousness among them, and shall adopt an integrated and comprehensive approach to health development, which shall endeavor to make essential goods, health, and other social services available to all people at affordable cost, and shall further undertake appropriate health and manpower development responsive to the country's health needs and problems. Whereas ischemic heart disease are among the top leading causes of death, and the Philippines are identified by the Philippine Statistic Authority (PSE) based on the record data from January to September 2023 and from the period of 2022. Likewise, respiratory disease with the most leading cause of death are pneumonia, chronic lower responsibility disease, and respiratory diseases and respiratory tuberculosis. Whereas cardiovascular care and lung care are among the specialties identified for prioritization and the establishment of a special center of the mandated by the Republic Act 11959, known as Regional Specialty Center Act, which further provides for the establishment and institutionalization of specified healthcare center in all regions of the Philippines. Whereas in the municipality of Socorro Española, a growing number of populace suffer from cardiovascular and respiratory disease, and even you without receiving accurate diagnosis and appropriate treatment due to absence of accessible and affordable heart and lung center. Whereas in consideration of foregoing this, August body pushes for strong support to the of requesting the Department of Health and establish Heart and Lung Center in Palawan as in would immensely beneficial the Palaweños and would improve their access to cardiovascular and respiratory care and lesser cost by reducing health disparities. To improve this access to cardiovascular and respiratory care and lesser cost, thereby reducing healthcare disparities. Now therefore, upon motion by Councilor Branch, duly seconded by Councilor Branch, be it resolved, as is hereby resolved and manifest earnest support to the request of Sangguniang Bayan ng Rizal for the establishment of cardiovascular and respiratory care specialist center at the province, wherefore the Council seek consideration and approval from the Department of Health through the Honorable Dinesh Socrates, from Provincial Governor and Honorable Members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan. Resolved finally that the copies of the resolution furnished to the Department of Health, Honorable Dinesh Socrates, Provincial Governor, Sangguniang Bayan of Rizal, the Honorable Members of Sangguniang Panlalawigan, and all other concerned for this information and appropriate action.
Okay, may comment, correction regarding this draft resolution number 2024-274. Wala. Okay, hello.
I move that draft resolution number 2024-274 manifesting earnest support to the request of the Sangguniang Bayan of Rizal for the establishment of the cardiovascular and respiratory care specialty center in the province, wherefore the Council seeks consideration and approval from the Department of Health through the Honorable M. Dinesh Socrates, Provincial Governor, and Honorable Members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan be adopted.
It has been moved and seconded. No objection. Resolution number 2024-274 is hereby approved.
Thank you very much.
Third and final reading. None. Unassigned business. None. Announcement, reminders. Secretary, may nabayang yan, no? Announce? Okay.
Thank you po, Mr. Presiding Officer. May announce invitation po to the Honorable Sangguniang members, Vice Mayor, Councilor, and Sangguniang Secretary on the 2024 third series of Philippine Councilors League Quarterly Continuing Local Legislative Education Program. This will be on September 9 to 11, 2024, Cagayan de Oro City. Late na pa. The other one po is, the second one is the PCL Year-End Assembly. Ito po pala yun. On December 3 to 5, 2024 at the World Trade Center, Pasay City, Metro Manila.
Sino ang invitado dyan?
And the Honorable Sangguniang members, Vice Mayor, Councilors, and Sangguniang Secretary. Pero the PCL po ito, hosted by the PCL. Registration fee of 19,000 pesos.
Ano yan, Levin? Di ba? Levin?
Opo, may option po.
Levin magkano?
19,000 po.
Without? Okay, yun. Siguro magbigay sila ng kopya?
Yes po, we'll just
Kaya lang, baka may monkeypox pa rin sa Manila. Mahirap magpa-Manila. Bagay ano lang naman yan, patsambat-sambahan lang naman yan eh. Yun. Sinong may mga travel pa. Kasi ano na yan eh.
Mr. Presiding, isa pa po.
Meron pa, okay.
To all the RLG Provincial City Subject, Philippine Councilors League Learning Visit in Thailand. Saglit lang po. Saan ba ang aking babasahin? Okay po. This pertains to the attached memorandum. Meron po regarding Philippine Councilors League Learning Visit in Thailand on November 5 to 8, 2024 po.
Ano yung gastos? Pagkalan ko pag magpunta sa abroad, hindi makaklaim tayo ng travel natin. So, sunuhin talaga natin yan. Kasi nangyari sa akin noon, one time, nagpunta kami ng Singapore, mga Leave, sariling gastos. Hindi kami nakaklaim sa kanya-kanyang opisina. Okay lang yun. So, pag gano'n, siyempre pagdating sa Thailand, libre na yung hotel mo, okay lang yun. Sa ano yan, sa ano yan, karamihan sa ano eh, sa Bangkok.
Lagay lang po ay selected Thai local legislative counterparts. Pero parang may list pong nakaalat. Opo. So, ang sabi po dito, the payment of corresponding traveling expenses and hotel accommodation, including incidental expenses, may be authorized, chargeable against the local funds in accordance with and subject to applicable limitations prescribed in COA Circular Number 2012-003, the usual accounting and auditing requirements, austerity measures, and all pertinent laws, rules, and regulations.
So, ibig sabihin, ina-allowed na tayo maggastos ng pundo natin. Kapagay, ano kasi, pabago-bago ang timpla ng panahon. So, yung mga malaki pang pundo dyan, mag-isip-isip na kayo.
Pero may attach po, Mr. Presiding, na list. Selected lang po ba ito?
Selected lang. Sinong mga first batch dito sa atin?
May wala pong nakalagay. Batanes, Biliran, Cebu, Eastern Samar, Leyte, Marinduque, Negros Oriental, Northern Samar, South Cotabato, Sultan Kudarat, Surigao del Norte, and Lanao del Sur lang po ang mga nandito.
Ang Palawan, wala pa. Baka kasi ano yan, si Speaker na magdala. E di libre. Okay, so wala na, Secretary. So, meron kayong ipahabot? So, kung wala na, Ms. Carlotcha?
I hope all negotiations be adjourned.
Alright, that's your vote. That's seconded. Prediction? Tingnan. Okay, our regular position for today's survey adjourned.